Hey there, it's your friend Chris Luck. I'm the creator of AIville, and I just want to first welcome you to my YouTube channel. If you've never seen me live before, here I am. And what we're going to be doing today is create talking AI avatars. And we're going to be doing this using a couple different apps and AI apps. We're going to be using, our camera or phone or whatever it is that you'd like to use to create your initial video. So you can totally just take a camera and then just do like a selfie video and just record a video of you talking. And then we're going to turn that into an AI avatar. I'm going to show you some crazy examples that we're actually going to do live, and hopefully it's going to work. If it doesn't, then you're going to find out why it doesn't work, and we can figure that out together. And then we're going to use Google VO3. We are going to use, what are we going to use? Runway, ML, and we're going to use ElevenLabs. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff we're going to use. And I just want to make sure that you can all hear me. So if you can hear me and you can see me, now would be a really good time to leave a comment in the chat, in the live chat, to make sure that you're here. I noticed that on my live streams before, I did not set it up to where you could, I had the comments disabled on previous live streams, and then I forget to enable them after the live stream. So this time I turned on comments, and I don't know if that's going to mess up the live stream itself, like the live stream chat, where if you all start trying to communicate with me, are you doing it through the chat or are you going to do it through the comments? So I don't know. This is the first time we're trying to figure this out together because YouTube's pretty difficult. This is something brand new. I can see how people do this full time for like a week, and then they're just like, yeah, screw it. I'm kind of done with YouTube because it's super hard. Because it is really hard. I don't know how many videos I've done now. I'm on like 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks, I think. Had this channel for 14 years and 4 months and never uploaded anything before because I was just terrified and didn't know what people would think. And I didn't want to make videos like everybody else. I wanted to go live like I'm doing right now and just be real and raw and just have an agenda to follow, do have some fun together. And this is like, I feel like it's like a perfect time to do it, but I never know if it's going to work or not. So let's go ahead and try it out. It looks like Elaine says hello. So welcome, Elaine, for being here. So the live chat is working, which is a good sign. My mom is here. So everyone say hi to Jenny. So thank you for being here, and you're going to have a lot of fun seeing some of the stuff I'm going to do today. I was actually just recorded a video before I went live just now, and I had Pawpaw, my dad, in the back of my head when I was making the video. So we're gonna have fun with it. Loud and clear from Storybox Maker. It looks like Wade can hear me. And by the way, let me know where you're all coming from too, so I know where you're all from. Hello again, Birdie and Chip, and it looks like everyone's saying hi to my mom in the chat. So that's always a good way to start off YouTube, having your mom here. And then, which, by the way, Mom, I know that you're always wondering if you should say anything or if you shouldn't say anything, and you should totally talk in the chat and talk it up because that's what this is all about. And it's super surreal to be able to do this and have fun doing this. And I'm quote unquote working, I guess. I don't know. But then you're here kind of hanging out with me. So I really appreciate that. And then you can also see kind of what I do, because I have people always asking me like, Chris, what do you do? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. And it looks like my dad's here too. I totally need to set both of you up on your own YouTube account. So like you can log in and dad can log in. You can both kind of, go after each other in the chat. So anyway, sorry for those of you that just probably are not here live and you just hit play on this video just somewhere on YouTube and you're like, where did I end up? So you ended up here. So my name is Chris Luck, and I built this community that is completely taken off to be one of the largest communities on the internet for people that are learning how to use AI. So if you want to learn how to use AI, then I'm your guy. And what I'm doing is I try to go live. I wanted to first go live every day of the week, like every day, like 7 days a week. Then once I got started, I realized that's impossible because this is a full-time thing. So then, because it takes me all day to prepare what I'm about to teach you today or tonight. And so then I decided I was going to go live Monday through Friday, but then guess what? I got kids that are in sports and two like multi-sport kids, and being a parent of two daughters that are 13 and 15, both parents, my wife and I, we turn into Uber drivers, and then we just are waiting in parking lots, waiting for them to get out of school because they can't drive yet. And so trying to even go live 5 days a week is almost impossible. So so now I'm just trying to go live as much as I can. And when I go live, I will promise you that when you see, if you subscribe to my channel and you turn on notifications and you see that I have actually scheduled a live stream, you probably want to show up to it because I spend a lot of time preparing for this kind of stuff. And it looks like everybody is all saying hello still in the chat. So thank you all for being here. What's up, Jared? Thank you for being here. So let's go ahead and just get started. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff we're going to do. I would like for you to try to attempt. Now, Mom, I know you can't really do this because you're probably on your iPad, but people that are sitting at computers and all that, they can be able to try to do this and follow along if they want, or just enjoy the show, and then you can come back and try to do it later. So first off, let me share my screen. So today is September 8th, 2025. My favorite thing to do on this YouTube channel, if you are new to my YouTube channel, is I like to do things live in real time, unedited, unscripted. We don't know what the hell is going to happen. Things could go completely wrong. Things might not work. My internet might drop like it did the other day. And but that's what I do. So if my internet does drop, trust me, I will come back. It just might take me a little while to come back, depends on when my internet comes back. But I will pull up on my phone when the internet does go out. I pull up on my phone. I go to this YouTube or my YouTube channel, and then I jump in the chat and let you all know, like, hey, my internet's out, but I'm waiting for it to come back because I'll jump in through my like 5G or whatever cellular network and let you all know I'm coming back. So if I do crap out on the internet, I will be back. Don't worry. And I also do notice I'm actually on my Wi-Fi right now, so hopefully the quality is coming in clear. And yeah, Birdie says it's party time. It is party time, and best time of your life. Enjoy it. I'm doing the best I possibly can. I'm glad that you said that because I needed to hear something like that right now, Mike. So thank you for telling me that. My dad's name's Mike too, by the way. All right, so step one, we're going to create talking AI avatars. Now, if you want to know what a talking AI avatar, if you don't really know what a talking AI avatar is, let me show you. Let me pull up one that I was just playing around with earlier. So this is me as a talking AI avatar. So let me hit play on this so you can see what we're going to do to pull this off. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to turn yourself into an AI character, just leave a comment below. Okay, now that AI avatar, I did not change the voice on yet, so that was a really weird example. But you get the idea. You basically are going to take an existing video of yourself, and so I've done previous live streams before like this, where you would like take a picture of yourself like this. And then you would upload it to AI and then have it make a video out of a script. I think my last live stream, that's what I did. So if you want to go look at my previous live streams on YouTube, that is what I did. Like do a freeze frame, turn yourself into a character, and then type out a script, and then you'll watch it talk. That's like kindergarten stage of creating talking AI avatars. What I'm going to show you today is high school level in terms of you can get a lot crazier with this. And when you want to get crazier with it, the way it's going to work is that you would record a video, record a video of yourself talking, and then know that you almost turn into actor mode or actress mode, where you kind of overemphasize your arm movements and your face expressions and everything, knowing that people aren't going to see you. They're going to see the avatar you're going to create. And that's what I'm going to create and show you how to do today is you have to be overly expressive with your hands, and it's really awkward to do it first. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do. And I know some of you have probably even already created accounts on like Fiverr and Upwork and all kinds of other places where you're probably already creating avatar videos for people. Like, because I know some of you in the last live stream said you're wanting to create like happy birthday videos for people and stuff as like a Muppet, and that's awesome because people will pay for that because they don't know how to do it, so they will pay you $10, $20 to make a video of you as a Muppet character singing happy birthday to their spouse or a friend or whatever. So that's what we're going to be teaching you today is how to record your video of you talking, and we are going to turn that into an avatar, but keep your hand expressions and everything moving however you want to be moving them, and it all sticks together. So step one of this. So I put together this tutorial, and this is going to be a brand new tutorial that none of you have seen before. And I would like your feedback as we're going through this, if you like it or not. My previous live streams up until right now is I've always had a lot of buildup before I got actually to teaching because I wanted you to understand what we were doing and why we were doing it. But this time I actually didn't have a lot of scripted buildup. I'm just here talking to you as if you're sitting right here next to me, and I'm just hanging out. Oh, and I got a new beer that I'm trying out. So Mom, you would like this, appreciate this too. So have a drink with me. It's a Hop Dynasty IPA. So I figure why not have some fun? Because I see a lot of you in the chat are already saying like, let the party started. So what we're doing is we're just getting right to the steps, and this is going to be the fun part. So step one is Howard first off says, will this work on my iPad? It will work on your iPad. I'm not an iPad connoisseur. I'm not an iPad user, so I don't know. I show you how to do things on the computer, but you can definitely do them on the iPad, I'm sure, as well. So step one, you want to record a video. So this is how I made our new tutorial to follow along, and you get access to these tutorials inside of AIville. So if at any time you want to be able to have access to what you're about to see right here, like this whole, I'm literally going to be checking things off as we're doing it together. I've created this for you inside of AIville. So if you ever need access to this, you just go into AIville and click on the left, you click on AI tutorials, and this is going to be the create a talking AI avatar tutorial. So that being said, you want to find a good place with good lighting. So for me, I've got pretty decent lighting because I'm in my home office and I've got this monster light in front of me that looks like the sun. And so I've got good lighting because it's like nighttime right now. So I need good lighting at night to be able to be here for you. But going outside, natural daylight and everything is going to be great. The better lighting that you have for yourself, again, understand people are not going to be seeing you. They're going to be seeing the character you're going to create from your video. So it doesn't matter what you look like. But you just need good lighting because the tools we're going to use, they're actually going to use AI to recognize your face. So you just got to make sure your face is well lit. So I recommend setting up your phone or camera, recording a video, talking with your hands. And I've already done this. So I'm checking them off as I go, and I'll show you the video I created before this. Then you want to open it up in your favorite video editor. My favorite video editor is called CapCut. So if you want to use the editor I use, it is free and you can use it on everything. So you would just go to, let's see, just capcut.com. I would imagine that is probably the best place to go. And it is. So capcut.com, it's an AI powered editor for everyone, and you can use it online or you can download it. So depending on what you want to do, pick your red pill or your blue pill. And I'd like to download it and have it on my browser or on my desktop. So I've got CapCut. So I'm good. You record a video talking with your hands. So you want to see the video of me talking with my hands? This is it. I want to show you and I just recorded this before we went live so you could kind of see. I recommend recording a video where you're not going to get it right the first time. When you hit record, you're going to you need to look at the camera as if you're like looking at the person you're talking to, and you need to realize you're going to make a lot of mistakes. Okay. So like a lot of mistakes. So it might take 3 or 4 times until you get it just right, but think of something you wanna say that you want your avatar to say. Now, if you are actually, like, taking let's say you're taking an order from somebody online where they paid you 20 bucks to read a script, well, then you might take you a little bit to figure out to read the script right. But anyway, let me show you what this looks like. I'm gonna mute myself out and you can see what my raw video is of me screwing up. So when you screw up recording a video to make a talking AI avatar, pause for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds and wondering like, what the hell did you just do? And then just try again and just keep trying again. And just keep, this is what actors do. Never been an actor in this lifetime, but I'm sure this is what they do. So I'm going to hit play. It's a 30-second video, but you'll see me screw up a lot. And then I'm going to show you what to do about it. Hi there. I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below. So that was it. So you saw I screwed up on the first one, and then I realized I wanted my mouse in the view, so I moved my mouse like in view. I looked at the screen, I paused like with a real weird cheesy smile and just held it for a little bit, and then I just kind of did my whole thing. And then something you want to think about is when you're doing an AI avatar, it is going to be awkward talking with your hands. So like the more movement you can have using your hands, the better the end result's going to be. And hopefully you're going to see this work out. So does all this make sense so far? And actually let me know, not only does all this make sense, for those of you that are regulars here on my YouTube channel, knowing that we're doing this live and I'm walking you through my step-by-step process where we're checking things off at the same time. On a 1 to 10 scale, let me know if you're here live, this being like a format you prefer over the other formats I've done in the past. Cause I don't know how many videos I've done now, like 15 or 16, like live streams. And I just came up with this idea to do like every step I give you is going to have check boxes that we're going to go through together. So let me know. And Wade's coming in strong with an 8. So I'm glad you like it. It's going to get better as we go on. I promise. This is new for me. So, okay. So let's go ahead. And I recorded the video. So I have the video and I saved it on my computer. This was just from my phone. I just called it raw because this is like my raw video that was just unedited. So I got that. So now we want to open it up in our favorite video editor. So like I said, I like to use CapCut. So I'm going to open up CapCut. And then once you open up CapCut on my desktop, you click on create a project. And now this is your video editor. Now this is going to be complicated looking, but it is not complicated to use. And I'll show you because that's what I'm here to do, is show you how to make it easy. So you're just going to open the video up in your favorite editor. So when you open up your editor, you take your video, you pull it in, you drop it in, and you pull it down to your timeline. So now your timeline down here is what you're going to be working with. Now, if you look closely, you can see the beginning, I screwed up and then I paused for a while and I'm like moving my mouse in view and then I start over again. And then there's a long pause at the end. So if we go back to our list here, we want to trim it up so you have a clean start and a clean finish, and you want to export it to your computer. So how you do that is whenever you have the video in your editor, you just drag the timeline to get it you drag the video in the timeline just to get it exactly where you want it. So I'm going to get it like right where my hand starts moving to wave. So when you drop that, it's going to start right where I need it. Hi there. And then you take the very end and you pull that in right where you're done talking. So I took that 30-second video down to about 7 seconds. So once you get that, you export it to your computer. Now, what I like to do on CapCut, I will hit export. And if I'm going too fast, just know this live stream will be forever sitting on my YouTube channel. So you can go back, hit play, pause, rewind, do all the things you need to do to follow along. If you're watching this right now on your phone or your iPad, or if you're driving, um, don't try to do this while you're driving, because that's going to not be good. So you might just want to wait until you get back home, and then you can watch it when you're at home. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to just name this edited, because I know I had my raw video I pulled in. Now I have my edited video, and then I just leave all the settings the way that they are by default inside of CapCut. I wish I could zoom in right now to show you like what the settings are. I don't know how to do that. So I'm just going to hit export, and then just trust me. Hi there. Okay, so now it's exported. So now I've got I had my raw video, and now I have my edited video. So if we take a look at my edited video, this is going to be me where I was talking. This is the video I'm going to turn into my AI avatar, but there's not all this weird emptiness at the beginning and weird emptiness at the end. So let's watch the edit. Hi there. I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below. All right, so there's that. And then you're probably wondering why the hell was I doing that with my hands? Like, instead of doing this, or instead of just doing this and not moving my hands at all, imagine an AI avatar. I was imagining already an AI avatar that just might be like a weird character, or just somebody that's not me, and they're just moving their hands around and flailing them around and pointing up and down like this, because I want this video to show up in like social media. So when people are seeing it in social media and they see someone they don't see someone doing this every day on Facebook. So I did that because I'm trying to stand out. So that's the reason that I did that. And thank you, Howard, by saying a 10, an 8, and also an 8. Good format. For me, it wasn't broken, so not necessary to fix it. Good. So this is going to keep getting easier. So step 2, you want to export the first frame of your video. So now what you want to do, so you need to have your edited video. So we have our edited video right now. So I'm just going to pull this off to the side, and then we don't need the raw video anymore. So I'm just going to put the raw video in my trash can, because we don't need that. We just need the edited video. So I got the edited video file. And now step 2 is we need to export the first frame of your video. So to do this, you need to go back to your editor, go to the first frame of the video, and you have to export it as a still image. Like I told you, this is like a little more of a master's class on how to make and create AI avatars versus what I taught you before. Okay, so we're going to get back into the video editor. So I'm going to go back to my project, and I should have created a new project. So sorry, let me get out of that. I'm gonna create a new project, bring my edited video in. So the very beginning, I'm just sitting here like this with my hands, on my desk. So if you want to you need to export your first still frame as an image. To do that in CapCut, at the very top right, there's like these 3 little lines. You click on it and you hit export still frames. And then you can just say, I'm just going to call mine frame, because that's my first frame of my edited video. So we're going to hit done. And then now we have the edited video, and then we have the first frame of the edited video. Okay, so that is step 2. So check, check, check. Now, this is where we get to have fun. The first part so far has been kind of boring as hell, because you have to record the video, you got to kind of trim it up, and you're just doing kind of like busy work. But now we're actually going to we get to do some fun work. And this is step 3, is to design your AI avatar. So to do this, you want to think of who you want to become. So when I made this video saying, if you want to become an AI avatar, leave a comment below. I'm trying to think like, what kind of person do I want to be for people that follow? I want to make this video and post it on Facebook. So like, what kind of person do I want to be where people on Facebook are like, that's not Chris. But they see me in my office, but their mind can't match up what's happening. So what you can do is think about who you want to become. It could be just a character. It could be a celebrity. It could be a superhero. What's really cool is that what we're going to be doing to create these characters is we're going to be using what's called Gemini by Google. And not only that, we're using Nano Banana by Gemini by Google. And Nano Banana will create literally anything that you can think of. I don't understand how this works with copyrights. I don't know how this is even a product that hasn't been shut down yet, but you know what? It's Google. So maybe they know something I don't. I'm sure they do. They definitely do. So you can just go with it. Why? You might as well, like why you can. So what you want to do is you think of who you want to become. So let's say I want to become, you know what? Let's say I don't even know what I want to become. I'm going to go off script a little bit because some of you know that I like to go off script a little whenever I'm creating tutorials and things because my mind might wander somewhere else, which it totally just did. So I'm going to say you know what? Let me try to actually record a voice. I've been wanting to try to do this more often because it's much easier than typing is using your microphone. So I want to take an image of me and turn it into a talking AI avatar, period. I am just sitting at my desk in the image and I don't know what avatar I should be, period. Give me 20 wild examples that could be an avatar I could turn myself into that could get people to stop on social media, period. Okay, that was much easier than me typing. And then what we're going to see what Gemini might tell me. If you don't know what you could come up with, it's going to give you a bunch of ideas. So it's going to say, here, let me zoom in so you can read this. A whimsical animated caricature of you with exaggerated features, a 1990s style comic book hero portrait in the style of Marvel, a vintage pixelated video game character. Some of these are pretty good. It's things I would never thought of, like a black and white silhouette that only shows my key features, a high fashion model wearing an outfit of futuristic materials, a living oil painting where the brushstrokes and colors are subtly moving, a ghostly ethereal version of you with transparent features. And there's some crazy stuff that could happen here. How about this? How about something that is a little more shocking, like an attractive female ? What are some ideas of what I would say for that avatar? Because if I show up on my Facebook, if I post this video on my Facebook, but it's not me, but it's like a female me in my office, people are probably going to get pretty concerned. So while I can't generate anything explicit, an attention-grabbing avatar can definitely be achieved through confidence and a unique voice. Duh. Okay, so how about I just say an attractive female character? So think of who you want to become. I'll say an attractive female character or attractive female supermodel and see what it looks like. So here's what we need to do. So I thought of who I want to become. Step one. Again, I got ahead of myself. So you want to open up Google Gemini 2.5 Flash. To do that, you can just go to, hang on, let me go to Google. For those of you that are my age and older, you that still use Google, you would go to Google and type in Google Gemini, and then it's just the first thing that's going to pop up. It's just Google Gemini. So once you get in there, 2.5 Flash just happens to be today, September 8th, 2025. This is the model that we have for Google Gemini. So what we're going to do, we open it up. You want to tap on tools as of today. Tap on tools down here at the bottom, and you tap on create images. Now, they might change this. It might be something different. It might not be create images whenever you go here, but that's okay. You just need to find something that is about image creation. At the time of doing this, they've come out with what is called Nano Banana, and Nano Banana was actually an AI model that wasn't created by Google. It was created by people that were beta testing this before it actually went to the public, which is happening right now. So it might change in terms of like where it is and what it's called and everything, but you basically want to make sure you're on the image creation. Okay. The next step is you want to upload your still image from step 2 and tell it what you want to turn into. So if you remember how we created that still image. I'll pull them down here to where you can see them. Okay. So I've got sorry, I'm kind of sick, so I'm very congested right now. So I have my still frame image. Remember, this was the image I extracted from the very first part of the video. So I'm going to pull that in to Google Gemini 2.5 Flash. We chose create images, which is Nano Banana. And then you want to tell it what you want to turn into. So that's what we need to check off right here. So I will say, turn me into an attractive supermodel woman. Now, this may say it's against the rules because I'm using terms that may or may not be allowed. And I always like to start by kind of pushing the envelope a little, see what it could possibly generate. And if it doesn't generate it, then say, oh, okay, I'm sorry, just turn me into a woman. But start off something, pushing the envelope and then see what's possible. So it turned me into this right here. So I don't like how, I mean, you can all be the judge. Is this an attractive female that looks like a supermodel? Yeah, it kind of does. But I don't like how the brown hair kind of blends in with my black bookshelves behind me. So how about you could say, this is good, but not great. Make her hair long and wavy and should I say rainbow or should I say blonde? We'll do rainbow. It kind of takes away the supermodel look. But the fact that my background here in my office is rainbow and like neons all over the place, it'd be kind of cool if maybe the character might look like that. And it might not look too much. It just might look enough to where it's like, oh, that might work out. So let's take a look. And this looks a lot better. Okay, so we waited I said wait up to 30 seconds, but that was probably only like 5 seconds. And then you just download your new AI avatar. So to download your new AI avatar, you move your mouse over the image that it creates and you hit download full size. And what it's going to do is download that image full size. And then now I'm going to rename this image model. Now let me open it up so you can see it. So this is the image that it created. Not bad. It looks like, attractive female supermodel that's sitting in my office. It has kind of rainbow hair. Exactly what I told it to do. So this is what's crazy with Google's Gemini 2.5 Flash Nano Banana. My God, what kind of world are we in? Like, why can't they just say something simple? But I've tested all of the top AI image models out there. Like all of these, I've tested it with Flux. I've tested it with Midjourney. I tested it with Leonardo AI. I've tested it with Krea. Like everything that's out there, and nothing compares to Nano Banana in terms of how fast it is, how accurate it is. It did not change anything else in my background in my office. It just looks perfect, and that's what's really good about this, and that's why it works so well. So now that we have that, step 4, now we're getting even more fun. Which, by the way, I didn't take a quick little poll to make sure. How are we doing? Is everyone following along? Is all this making sense? Does anyone have any questions? The good thing with being here live with me is that you get to interact with me. This isn't just you watching a YouTube video. The good thing with this is, we can, have a beer together. We can take a bathroom break if you need to take a bathroom break. Because we're here live. We're not here like everybody else on YouTube where you just hit play on a video and you watch it and you just feel like you're just watching a video. Like we're actually here together. So let me know in the chat real quick. Like, are you enjoying this so far? Because we're moving up to step 4, which gets really fun, which is where we're actually animating the AI avatar. So that's the part that I really like. And that's the part it's going to get really scary really quick. So it looks like amazing how fast they are advancing. Yeah, the AI is advancing at a level I've never seen before. And thank you, Howard, by saying you like my pace so you can understand. 41 upgrades in LLM since 1st of June. Yeah, it's getting out of control. Thank you, Storybox Maker, by saying good pace. What happens if you want to change the background? If you want to change the background, guess what? Elaine, you can 1,000,000% change the background. I'll show you how in a minute. What's up, Angela? That's a new name that I've seen come into the live chat. So if you just discovered me on YouTube, welcome, Angela. Thank you by everybody saying keep going, and thanks, Mom, by saying keep working on it. So I'm going to keep working on it. But first, I saw Elaine says, "What happens if you want to change the background?" Let's try it out. Let's just do it. I'm sorry, that wasn't Elaine. That was Elaine. So let's see. If I don't like the background in my office, which the reason I'm doing my office background and why I recorded the original video in my office is because people on Facebook know like this is my office. So if they're used to seeing videos of me like here in my office, then all of a sudden they see a supermodel sitting in this chair, they're gonna be like, "Wait a minute, that's not Chris, and who is that?" So that it's all like a scroll stopping kind of moment. But let's say you're recording a video of yourself in your living room and you're like, I don't want people to see my living room. Like I got cats everywhere and laundry and dishes in the corner and whatever. So yeah, let's go ahead and say change. First, I like to compliment AI. So I'll always say, love this. Leave the supermodel, but change the background to being being on the patio at a winery in Napa Valley, and see if it takes the actual supermodel that it made and then took her out of my office. Unfortunate, but then put her in a vineyard, and then it looks, holy crap, that looks really good. So here it is. So it took her out of my office, kept the exact microphone that I have right now in front of me, kept my exact monitor, kept everything about my desk, but put her out at a vineyard in Napa Valley on like a private balcony. So yeah, you can apparently totally change the background. And thank you again for Elaine for asking that question. That's what I love about doing these live streams and teaching you this live, because I did not have that in my notes to try to do. So I'm glad that you asked to do that, because I want to test this stuff out together. Okay, so step 4, we're going to animate the avatar. So now we are moving away from Google Gemini and we're moving into a new tool called Runway ML. If you don't already have it, you don't need to get it yet. Just see if you like what you're about to see. And then if you do, then you might want to consider using it. So I've got an account. I've created an account already, so I could show you what's possible. And you would just go to runwayml.com. It's right here on your to-do list. So I opened it up. You want to go to generate video. So by default, I'm already here at generate video. Oh, don't want to zoom in there. Let's see if I can zoom in on Runway ML so you can see it. So I'm on a new session. It says untitled, and then I can do image or I can do video. So I'm on video. Okay, so I went to generate video. Now I need to tap the Act 2 button. The Act 2 button is down here. Now, if you're watching this 15 years into the future, this Act 2 button might not be here anymore. So you just need to figure out what is the new version of Act 2. But for now, you just click on Act 2. And then you're going to upload the video from step 1 to the performance. So the performance is, there's basically 2 portions of this to pull this off. There's your original video. Then you have to upload the character you want to turn that original video into. So the video from step 1, if you remember, I called it edited. If you forgot what it looks like, I muted it, but you can see I basically waved and said, if you want to turn yourself into an AI character like this, tap the button below, and I did some kind of weird thing with my hands. So I'm going to drag that into this performance tab up here at the top, and then it should recognize it. So we're going to find out real quick. It's trying to detect the face. This is where you got to make sure your lighting is good and you don't have a bunch of other people running around in the background. Just you need to be in like a good environment. And you saw, just like Elaine asked, like, can you change the background? You can. So it doesn't matter the location where you're at. I would recommend recording one of these videos outside where you have a lot of natural daylight, because then the more you are in view, the better it's going to be. So, okay, so I uploaded that. And then now we need to upload our AI avatar from step 2 to the character section. So this is the character we created. All right, so we're in Runway ML. We've got my video. So now the model character, remember, was this. So instead of me, instead of that, it is that. Way better looking. So we're going to take the model and then move that into the character section. And then it's detecting the face. It just detected the face. And then now we can check that off our to-do list. The next thing you want to do is just tap the button to generate character. So here, I'll just go ahead and show you. So you want to, there's all these features I don't want to touch because I assume this app knows what they're doing to where the default features will be just fine. So I'm going to leave the facial expressiveness to just whatever it was at 3. Gestures, I'm going to leave the gestures turned on, and we're just going to hit generate character. So now what it does is it puts it in queue. There's so many like window panes here. So, all right, so put it in queue. So it's 0% right now. So it's rendering. So why it's rendering, so we tap the button to generate character. So now what we're doing on the next part of our to-do is we're just waiting for the AI avatar video to generate. So depending on how long it's going to take, it's already at 14%. So we're just going to kind of hang out here for a minute because it might take 20 seconds. It might take 30 seconds. It might take a minute. It depends on how many people are generating videos right this moment on Runway ML, which is fine. And then once it's done generating, I don't even recommend hitting play on it. The very next step you're going to want to do is press this button to upscale to 4K, because it's going to give you a really crappy video image quality to start off with, but you just need to hit the upscale to 4K and then wait for that video to just become a higher quality video. And then once that's done generating, we're going to download it to our computer and have some more fun with it. So while we're waiting, we're just going to kind of hang out here for a second. And yeah, Elaine, that was super cool being able to take the background that you're in, because I could have totally just grabbed my phone and went outside and just did like a little selfie video. Now, actually, I wouldn't have done a selfie video. What I would have done is prop my phone up somewhere, and I would actually put it in landscape mode, not portrait mode. So I would turn my phone this way and just kind of set it up like on a shelf somewhere, or prop it up somewhere on a windowsill. And then just to where you're, at least I recommend from the waist up is best. You don't need your whole body in it because you're not, unless you're dancing or doing some kind of weird Irish dancing, but I doubt you're going to be doing that. Just have it where it's your waist up, and just get used to talking with your hands, knowing no one's going to see you flailing your hands around. It's going to be the AI avatar doing it. So you're more of the puppet, and then and the reason I'm showing you how to do it all this way in this video right now on YouTube is because everybody else is showing you how to use AI, create AI avatars. They're showing you how to like do a still image of you and then telling AI what to say. And then you're just leaving it up to AI to come up with the hand gestures and everything, which can be okay, but it can also go really bad. And the hands end up like glitching and doing stuff that just wouldn't happen. So I recommend doing what I'm showing you today, which is where you're recording a full motion video of you doing all the movements and you being the actor or actress. And then we're dropping a character on top of it. And it's almost like you're wearing a green suit. If you ever seen like behind the scenes movies where they show you how movies are made and like people are doing crazy stunts and everything, but it's really a guy in a green suit with like these white little, I don't know, like ping pong balls all over him, and they're tracking all his movements. That's what we're doing. But we're doing this in our own home, which is crazy without a green suit, because I don't want to really wear a green suit. And I don't think you do either. So we got the video. So I'm not even going to hit play on it. I'm just going to immediately find this button that says upscale to 4K. And now we're upscaling to 4K. So I don't even want to watch the crappy video that it made. I want to see the video that's actually going to make, that is the 4K video. So, so far, is this stuff, are you enjoying this right now? For those of you that are just kind of following along live, if you are, let me know. And then if you are here live, it does help if you do like the video, like tap the button to like this video. And then if you're not subscribed yet, it doesn't matter if you're actually watching the recording of this too. It does help if you tap the like button, and it does help if you hit the subscribe button, because it tells YouTube you liked this video enough to like it and then subscribe to it. And that's going to push this video out to more people on YouTube that are interested in this kind of stuff. And if I take all day to prepare to make these videos, and then I make these videos, but no one's liking and subscribing and watching these videos, you're not going to see me on YouTube for very much longer, because I'll just feel like this is just a waste of time. So, and I'll find something else to do with my time. But if you do like and subscribe these videos, then I will keep showing up. But if you see me slowly start not showing up over time, it's because I'm realizing that people don't like this kind of stuff. And it's going to hurt my feelings a little bit, but I'm trying. So, all right, we got the 4K video here. So now we're going to download it. And this is where it starts getting really weird. Okay. All right. So this is off the charts. Thank you, Mike. And thank you, Nicole. And good to see you here, Nicole. And thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Michael. All right. So this is where it gets really weird. Now we have I'm just going to name this Runway. So the name of this file now is Runway. So this is going to be the video that it made. It's going to be weird because it's going to be my voice, it's going to be my voice and my hand movements and gestures and everything, but it's going to be her. And I don't know how good this is going to be yet. This is the first time you and I both are seeing this. So let me mute myself and enjoy the show before I show you how to fix the voice where it's not your voice. And this is where it's great, because it doesn't matter what your voice sounds like. It doesn't matter what your microphone quality sounds like. It doesn't matter if there's an air conditioner running in the background or a trash truck driving by. I'm going to show you how to fix the voice here in a minute where it's not your voice at all. So let's go ahead and hit play real quick and see what happens here. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below. I don't know about you, but I think that was a 10 out of 10 there. So you can see like just how fun it would be to make videos like this when people are seeing this kind of stuff on YouTube. They're seeing like this supermodel with rainbow hair in my office and flailing her arms around and pointing at the camera with her long fingers. It's going to cause people to probably stop and wonder what the hell's going on. And she keeps kind of looking off actually, she's looking up at the light. Like if you look, you can't really tell, but her eyes, it looks like she's even has a camera crew she's like checking in on. So this is insane. And we're just getting started. Okay. So this is just like step 1. And I'm sorry, it's actually not step 1. This is step 4, because we're on step 4. So we waited for our avatar video to generate. We tapped the button to upscale to 4K. We waited for the 4K version to generate. And now we just download the 4K version to our computer, which takes us to step number 5, which is to extract your voice. Because I don't think a lot of people are going to want to see this girl and hear my voice. Well, maybe that might make the video even more viral, but that would be worth a test. But I want to show you what to do with the voice. I want to show you, like, if you wanted yourself to be Santa Claus and you don't sound like Santa Claus, I'm going to show you how to find a Santa Claus voice. If you want to turn yourself into a cartoon character or a parrot or a little tiny mouse, you probably can't make that what that character's voice would sound like. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So what we have to do is we need to take this video and take my voice. We need to keep the video exactly as it is, frame by frame, but we need to get my voice out of it, because I do not want my voice attached to that person, and no one else wants to see that either. So we need to go back to our favorite video editor. So I like CapCut. We're going to import that video that we just got, put it in the timeline. We're going to bump up the gain, which the gain is like the audio level of the voice, just a touch for clarity. And then we're going to export just the sound file. Okay. So if this is confusing, Good news for you. I've got all your little to-dos right here that you can come and follow along at any time inside of AIville. And then you can watch this video as many times as you need to follow along. So, and thank you, Nicole, by showing you this step by step because, and I'm glad that you said thank you for that because guess what, Nicole? I have watched way too many videos on YouTube to learn how to do this kind of stuff. They all suck. They're all so fast. They're all super complicated. They leave so many steps out. And I spent all day trying to figure out how to recreate this chaos and then put it into like a step-by-step format. So this is the first time that I've actually done this and done it into this like level of detail. So I'm glad that you like it because if you do, I'm going to make more videos like this because it actually helps me because I'm going to go back and follow this guide that I put together. I'm going to follow this myself as well. So I'm glad that you appreciate it, and I hope other people appreciate it too. So thank you for saying all that. I appreciate all the nice things, and thank you, Angela, by saying good stuff as well. Okay, so we're going back into the video editor. So I just will go ahead and start a new project. Every time I do something new in CapCut, I just start a new project. So got a new project. We're going to pull in this Runway video where it's the supermodel with the rainbow hair talking with my voice. We're going to pull it into the timeline. Now, we don't need to mess around with trimming the beginning and end because remember, we already did that early on. So we already have a perfectly trimmed video. We just want to bump up the audio a little bit. So to bump up the audio, well, first I don't like how small everything is because I just like to see a little better, but it's hard to even probably see on your end. Yeah, I can't zoom in like to this part of my screen, but you basically want to look at the wave file, the audio file, and just there's this like white line in the middle. And if you click and hold, you can move it up just a little bit. And when you do that, it's going to make the audio louder. So here, I'll play back what it was, and then when I say bump it up a touch, what that means. So just listen. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar. So you see, it may or may not have made a difference to you, but I can tell when I move that little white line up just a little bit. If we actually look at the audio itself, we moved the decibels. This is where it gets a little crazy, a little too techie for some people, but I moved it up about 7 decibels or 7 dB, where that was like just a touch. Where before it was a 0, I moved it up to about 7. And then that's kind of what I want. If you move it up too much, it'll start clipping out because it's too loud. But you move it up enough because if you don't, it's going to really make your output on the next step really bad. And you'll see what I mean. All right, so we opened up the video in the editor. We imported the AI avatar video from step 4. We dragged it down to the timeline. We bumped up the gain just a touch for clarity, which again was about 7 decibels. Now we want to export just the audio as a WAV file. So to do that, you hit the little export button, and then you turn off, you uncheck video, and then only have audio checked, and then set the format to WAV. So uncheck video, check audio only, have the format just set to WAV, and then hit export. And it exports like instantly because it's just an audio file. Okay, so now we have a lot of files we're kind of collecting on our computer now. We have, just to show you, we've got the original. Actually, here I'll just kind of give you a little update. So we've got the original video of me talking, and then that is just me doing that. And then we have the frame. We extract just the first frame of the video from the video editor. And the reason we did it from the video editor, so it is very high quality. It's 4K resolution. It's as good as it gets. Then we took that and dropped it into Gemini 2.5 Flash, which is also known as Nano Banana. And then we made me an attractive supermodel, but the hair was brown, but we changed it to rainbow. Looks very good, if I do say so myself. And then we put that video inside a Runway and had that person talking, but it wasn't her talking, it was me talking, and we didn't like that. So then we put that video inside of that video editor and just extracted the audio only. So we have this WAV file that we need to do something with. Now, this is where I would not recommend closing down your project in CapCut, because we're gonna work off of this to make our final product. Okay, so now we need to design our AI voice, or our AI avatar voice. And before we do this, I'm gonna take a sip of my beer, and then I want you to all take a breather if you need to, because this is a lot. This would be like if you're sitting in a classroom and we're 55 minutes into this topic of education, and I'm showing you how to convert yourself into an AI avatar. Some of you would probably, if it was me sitting in like a college, what do you? I don't even know, because I got kicked out of college, so I don't even know what they're called. They're not called classrooms. What are they called? They're not called auditoriums. They're, I don't know, like a room where it's like, I don't know. It's a room where it's tiered, like you're looking, not a stadium, but you have a little professor guy or girl sitting down there talking, and then you're like up high up, kind of like a theater setting, whatever. But that's kind of what I feel like, is like I'm the little professor person teaching, and we all need a breather for a second, because this is a lot of stuff to handle. And thank you, Howard, by saying nobody does it better than you. I'm trying. I am trying, Howard. Nicole says, no, it's not a dorm. A dorm is where you sleep in college. No, the dorm was cool. I like the dorm, but no, I meant like the little lecture hall. That's what I was looking for. Lecture hall was, that's what I feel like we're kind of in together right now. And I'm just trying to get through the lecture hall. So, all right. Gosh, I'm really getting congested too. Okay. So now we are going to open up ElevenLabs. If you don't know what ElevenLabs is, shame on you. You'll learn. It is the best AI tool and platform out there right now for creating AI voices. And with it being white, it's very bright. So it just really made me probably washed out too on camera. But anyway, it's very bright. I wish they had a dark mode. Do they have a dark mode on this thing? Let's see here. Oh, they do. Look at that. I much prefer a dark mode over light mode, because I have this big sun in front of me that is like my light to light me up for you. And if I have a white stuff on my monitor, it's too much. But anyway, so now it's dark mode. All right, so we open up ElevenLabs, ElevenLabs.io, and you want to tap on voice changer in the playground. So the playground is over here on the left. Let me zoom in so you can see it. So see as playground, there's voice changer. And then from here, you want to upload your WAV file that you exported in step 5. So you see all these little files I've got at the bottom of my screen that I just kind of showed you earlier. And I had this one called original. We pull that original WAV file right in here and drop it in. It's only 8 seconds long. Just to make sure you've got the right WAV file, let me mute myself and listen. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below. Okay, that was the right WAV file. So once you have that, you want to tap on the voice in the settings panel on the right. So let me move this into view here. So on the right-hand side, we have the WAV file in the middle. Well, we're on voice changer in the playground. We have the original WAV file. And then now we have, on the settings on the right, we tap on voice. Now from voice, there's a couple things we can do here. We can select a default voice that it gives you. It's going to just show you a bunch of random voices you can listen to. So let's listen to some of these.
Just trust yourself, then you will know how to live.
As we are liberated from our own.
The thing always happens that you really believe in, and the belief in a thing.
Life without love is like a tree without blossoms or fruit.
Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none.
I'm sorry, but none of those are going to fit my supermodel character and avatar that we created. So what we can do is, since we don't like the default voices, we can search for a voice that we want to use. So you can click on search voices here, and you can say, I don't think supermodel would actually be a description for a person. I don't know. Let's see. Nope, no voices found. What about, I don't know, Valley Girl? Oh, there's a lot of Valley Girls here. So we're basically trying to find a voice that we would think would match that character. So it's kind of good when you have a character that you've already created, have your character kind of in view while you're like listening to voices. And then just imagine you're literally Walt Disney right now and you're creating a character and you're trying to match a voice with the character. You're doing your own voice design. We're doing voice design in an AI studio. I mean, this is insane stuff that we're doing right now. So let me go ahead and hit play on a couple of these. And as I'm hitting play, I'm personally just looking at the character here and thinking if any of these would match that person. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Okay, so like, you can use my voice for commercials, social media characters, video games, get ready with me's, Gen Z, or teens.
Effortlessly cool, light, expressive, a little sassy, and a hint of sarcasm when needed. Get
OMG, you are going to love these jeans.
To expect the unexpected shows.
I am looking for a guy in finance, like 6'5", blue eyes. Oh my god, a trust fund baby? That would be like totally awesome. Oh my god, yes.
All right. I'm thinking Shannon B might be a good one.
OMG, you are going to love these jeans.
Or Gracie. I don't remember which one.
effortlessly cool.
I think I like Gracie better. All right. So we picked. Now let's say there was not a voice that showed up. Let's say you wanted to have like a character that was like Gandalf and there's no Gandalf in here. You could actually search for a voice you want to use, and then we can add that to the library and then go ahead and like have our voice. But I'm going to kind of go off script a little bit right now and show you if you want a voice that isn't here, you would click on well, here, let me pull into view so you can see it. Where it says explore voice library. And when you click on that, this is where you can actually create a voice yourself. So you would just go to what's called voice design. You basically design an entirely new voice from a text prompt. So from here, you would just, an example is like a deep, booming male voice of a massive, evil ogre in his middle years, thick, gravelly tone. It's like you can be very specific, or I could just say a valley girl that sounds smart and then to generate voice and then just see like how to choose. If it does, then go with that voice. If it doesn't, well, at least you had some fun making an AI voice. And again, if I was picking like Santa Claus or something, then, and if there wasn't a Santa Claus in the voice library, you could just say prompt Santa Claus and then just see what it would come up with. So it's about it. This is, again, we have to take a minute for just to take a minute for a second.
Like you won't even believe what I figured out about the.
We have to take a minute for a second. We have to take a minute for a second and then realize what we are doing right now. We just typed a prompt and AI is creating a realistic, authentic sounding voice in seconds. And it just gave us 3 options to choose from. So I'm going to mute myself and we can listen to a voice that was just generated by me saying a valley girl that sound I didn't even say that sounds smart. I said that sound smart. So let's see what these sound like.
Quantum entanglement thingy. It's like totally mind-blowing how particles can be connected no matter the distance.
Oh my gosh, like you won't even believe what I figured out about the quantum entanglement thingy. It's like totally mind-blowing how particles can be connected no matter the distance.
Oh my gosh, like you won't even believe what I figured out about the quantum entanglement thingy. It's like totally mind-blowing how particles can be.
All right. So I saw somebody, Howard said no audio. Can you all hear when I'm hitting play on those voices? You should be able to hear me right now because I'm muting and unmuting myself, but I want to make sure that you can all hear you can hear me, but you can also hear the audio when I'm hitting play on these things. So if you can, let me know because it's definitely not going to be awesome if I'm doing all this and you can't hear it. But anyway, we'll go back to voice changer. I already lost my little spot here. So I uploaded the original voice. I'm going to choose, I missed the Valley Girl voice that they had. So let me just go back to Valley Girl and find her again.
Effortlessly cool.
Okay. So now, okay. It looks like Mike says no issues. So, okay. Looks like we're all good. So let's go ahead and just keep moving here. So I found a voice. And then if I found this voice, Gracie, Trin Valley, you're going to click on it. And then you have to hit add to my voices. What's really cool here is it shows you 5,200 people are using this voice, and this voice has generated 10.5 million text credits, which means it's just like killing it. So you'd hit add to my voices. So now we have that voice in our library. And it says it's not fine-tuned for speech to speech. You may encounter some instabilities. Consider using a different voice. Well, let's just try it anyway. Will it just still let me try it? I mean, I understand it might be a little not work out great, but it won't even let me get rid of that prompt. Hang on a second. Here we go. So I'm just going to choose it anyway, even though it told me not to. And then we're just going to hit generate speech. So you can at least find out when you choose a voice that says, you probably don't want to use that voice. We're going to see what happens if I say, let's do it anyway. So we're going to hit tap on the generate speech button. So we chose the voice from the library we just added, Gretchen, Valley, Girl, and Ditzy. And we're going to hit generate speech. And then...
Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below.
You know what? That's not too bad. I don't know what ElevenLabs was trying to tell me, because I feel like that did pretty good. Now, if you have the time, you can tweak the stability, the similarity, and the style if needed. So stability is here, similarity is here, style is here if you want to be exaggerated or not. This is a lot of fun. I could spend 30 minutes moving these sliders left and right. I'm not going to do that now because I'm going to respect your time, but just know that it's okay to move these left and right. You're not going to break anything. And then when you move these a little bit more variable or make it a little more stable, make the exaggeration a little bit higher, you would just hit regenerate speech and then wait like 5 seconds, and you'll have a completely new sounding tonality to that AI voice than you would have had before. Okay, so and then once you've done that, you can then download your new AI avatar voice to your computer. So we're going to download this to our computer. And then now we have yet another file on our computer.
Hi there, I'm Chris Luck.
Sorry, I kind of clicked off something there. Okay, so I'm trying to move my browser out of the way. So now we have another voice. We'll call this Valley. So we've now got the original video that we created. We have the first frame of the video we created. We have the model we made from that first frame. We have the Runway ML version of that video. We extracted the audio from that video, and then we turned that audio into a Valley girl. So now we're down to step 7, which I hope you're all keeping up here, is to create your final talking avatar, AI avatar video. And this is really fast. I tried to make it very detailed in terms of what to follow, because I assume you're going to keep following this. You're going to come back to AIville. You're going to go into this tutorial and you're going to keep following it and have like a tutorial to follow that, because I'm going to. I'm not going to remember all these steps every time I want to make an AI avatar. So I'm actually making these tutorials for my benefit, but I'm just giving you access to them too inside of AIville. So we're going to go to CapCut, and I'm just going to go back and forth here. So we went back to our favorite video editor. Check. We want to drag and drop the new WAV file from step 6 into our timeline. Check. So to do that, here's our timeline. Here's the new WAV file down here in the bottom. We're going to drag it in. You can see it's way over here on the right. It's not synced up at all. Well, that's okay. We need to move it under the video track and drag it just to the beginning of the timeline. So we're going back into the video. We just drag it to where it lines up perfectly under our actual original video. So here it is. Now, once you've done that, you want to mute your original video track, because we don't want to hear this AI voice and my voice laid on top of each other. So whatever video editor you're using, just click on mute track to just mute the video portion or the audio portion of your original video. And then we want to bump up the gain just a touch on your new audio track to where it starts to kind of peak. So right now it's, here, let's make the track height a little taller. So see, like even Wade said in the chat, it's a little low. Like the audio was a little low. And I agree, it was, because it is. So what you want to do, Wade and everyone else, is that you just want to move this little bar up until the very top of the peaks start to kind of turn red. Now, I guarantee Wade and everybody else, this is not going to be a little low. Actually, I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to let you hear it when it's where it was. I'm going to let you hear it as we're bumping it up. Okay, so I'll play it a couple times so you can just hear the difference. So watch the wave track as I'm moving up and down.
Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below.
All right, so what I did, I don't know if you caught that or not, but I was hitting play and I was bumping up the gain until I started to hear it to clip a little, where it was like cutting out. And then that's when you went too far, and you just you move it up and down until you get it just right. So I think that I got it just right. Let me do it one more time.
Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below.
Pretty good, right? So I think it's pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we press play to make sure it all matches up. We adjusted it if needed, which I just did. Then we want to export the final AI avatar to your computer and upload it to your favorite social media platform and enjoy it. So let's go ahead and do that. So we've got the video. Everything was matching up. And I don't like how it just went black at the very end. So I'm just going to kind of pull the little scrubber here, like right after she's done talking. And then I'm going to split the clip there and split the audio and just remove the ends. So then it doesn't go to a black screen. It just stops right there with her smiling. Okay, so now we got that. We are going to hit the export button and we're going to say final. And then it's right now, the video is unchecked because remember last time we just extracted the audio. Well, now we got to make sure we have the audio and video. So now I'm checking the video. So we have the video and we have the audio. We're going to hit export. And then now we are exporting the video. This is a serious, like, in-depth training. So I'm hoping.
Hi there, I'm Chris Luck.
I'm hoping that you're all staying with me here to the very end, so you can kind of see the final output. So I'm ready to show you the final output. If you are ready to see it, so if you are ready to see it, so far, if you haven't been paying attention, we're about to I'm gonna unveil the original video and the new video. And then I'm going to ask for you to give me a 1 to 10 rating on how you like this training. And then I'm going to do something special as like a bonus here at the end. So listen to the first one and then listen to this and watch the second one. And you saw all this happen from start to finish. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below.
Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below.
What do you think about that one? That, my friends, is what we just did, was to create a talking AI avatar. And we did it it took a while because I went through every step in very deep detail. I've given you the exact not only just step-by-step tutorial, but literally every single thing you should click and how you should save things, where you should drag and drop things. And this took me all day to put this together for you. So I'm hoping that you enjoy this and that you had fun with it. And I want you to just imagine for a minute, like what you would do with this, because there is a lot of use cases for creating talking AI avatars. Before I decide to come up with I'm going to give you a couple behind the scenes things, okay? Because some of you may or may not want to create your own YouTube channel at some point in your life. I've been wanting to create one for 14 years and I finally did. And I am completely nerding out on it and I'm having so much fun doing it. Now, it's going to take a long time until it gets traction, and which is fine. But as I'm doing it, I'm just enjoying every second of it, because here's the thing with me, I've been an entrepreneur since 99, so going on a long time. And I've built and sold and shut down a lot of businesses over my 25 years, 26 years. And AI has been by far the most magical, most exciting, most just incredible moment I've ever had seen in my life. I describe to people that know me for a long time about like what I'm doing right now with AIville, and they're saying like, how does this compare to what you did in the past? Because I've done all kinds of things. I made games for the iPhone. I had an iPhone game company that like competed with Angry Birds. I had a supplement company called Nature Now. I had an energy drink called Evil Energy. I've done all these different things online and sold things online. And I had blogs, I all kinds of stuff. I did stuff on Amazon. And I look at everything online that I've done as like, I'm building a surfboard. My surfboard is my business. And I'm riding these waves. And like the internet is like these little waves. They come and go, they come and go. There might be a while where there's no wave. Then one comes and you think it's going to be big, but it's not. This AI wave is like, it's the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life. And so what I did was I created AIville.com, and there's an app and everything for it, because I was learning and discovering all this stuff that you just saw by myself. And I was shocked that there was not a place where people went to talk to people about this, and like where people could share ideas back and forth and share what they're working on and talk about how they're making money with this, how they're building businesses with this and everything. So that's why I built it. So I built this community, which is now like the fastest growing and the largest AI community in the world, which is AIville. And so what I'm doing now is like, okay, this is a perfect wave for me to finally create my YouTube channel. And then, so I finally decided to go live on my YouTube channel. And when I did, I was just like, what am I going to talk about? And then I figured what I'm going to talk about is going to be what is trending every day in AI that I can see behind the scenes on AIville. Because creating AIville, being it like a community, like a Facebook and all that kind of stuff, it would be like if Mark Zuckerberg had a YouTube channel and he talked about everything that was trending on Facebook every day, because he could see the analytics and the metrics and all the craziness going on behind the scenes. That's kind of what I'm doing with AIville. Like I've created this social network where I can see what's working and what's trending and what's not. And as I'm doing that, I'm trying to figure out like, what should I make a video on that is not that is outside of AIville, that's on YouTube, so I can like show the world that doesn't understand AIville or has ever heard of it, people that are just looking for stuff on YouTube, like how to do certain things with AI. And then, so I'm using AIville to give me the ideas to then come up with videos to make on YouTube to hopefully bring more people into AIville, because they want to surround themselves with people like yourself and me that are doing this stuff. So here's what I do. I'm trying to pull up some stuff on my computer. This was not planned, by the way, so I'm kind of winging it right now, and I probably even shouldn't be showing you this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so all right, hang on a sec. Are you all enjoying this, by the way? If you are, let me know in the chat if you're here live, because this is the kind of stuff that really kind of helps me out in terms of just in terms of like, am I doing the right thing? Should I be doing something a little different? Should I be doing something a little better? Should I do just anything? Like I'm constantly just trying to figure out like what's the best stuff that I can do. So okay, just over the last few months here. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry. Okay. So I'm inside of AIville. So I'm looking at just over the last, few months here. There's been 87,000 posts, 2.7 million comments, 38,000 post views, 5,100 unique member posts, just crazy stuff going on inside of AIville. And so what I do is when I discover something like AI avatars, like I see a lot of people inside of AIville talking about AI avatars. Like, what apps do you use? How do you piece things together? Is there just a one app that does it all? Which there is not, by the way. You've got to like piece all this together right now. It would be like back in the 80s, whenever computers came out, and it's like, God, like how do you get one of these like badass computers? And it's like, you really don't. You got to learn how to build them. And that's kind of what's going on with AI right now. Like to be able to pull off what you just saw with the AI avatars, there's not one simple AI agent, or whatever term people want to coin this stuff, that just does it from start to finish. You have to know how to put the pieces together and build your AI avatar. And that's what I just showed you how to do today, was build your AI avatar. What made me come up with this topic was it was really trending in the last week inside of AIville. A lot of people are creating videos and talking about tools and models and stuff they're using with AI to make AI avatars. So the very next thing that I do to come up with this stuff for YouTube is I use this tool called vidIQ, and I can type in AI avatar. And I see in the last month, there was 97,000 people searching for AI avatar, and the competition is kind of medium, because the problem with the AI space is that this stuff is very competitive. Like when there's a big wave forming, that also means it could be a gold rush happening, which it is definitely a gold rush. AI is a gold rush right now of like the next revolution. Like there's the industrial revolution and there's the AI revolution happening right now. And there's a gold rush going on. So there's a lot of people creating a lot of crappy content on YouTube about this kind of stuff. And so what I do is when I see things that are like really popping inside of AIville, when I'm looking at my analytics, I come in and see, is there also a lot of activity on YouTube about this? And yeah, there is. And then I can see also what people are searching for. Like right now, 13,000 people are searching for how to create an AI avatar. Guess what the name of this video is? How to create an AI avatar. And I did that because there's a lot of people searching for it inside of AIville. So I see the writing on the wall, and then I go to YouTube and see, is there a lot of people searching for it on YouTube that probably don't know about AIville? Yeah. So then what's the competition like? I don't really care about competition because I'm not anywhere as good as all these people on YouTube. So I don't even really look at that number. I'm just looking at like the meter on terms of search volume. So if you're all kind of curious just how I'm coming up with this stuff, I'm just not pulling it out of thin air. And I'm doing this every darn day. Like this is turning into like taking a lot of my time. And but I'm having fun doing it. So if there's a couple days go by and I don't have a live stream queued up or anything, I'll tell you right now, it's because I'm preparing something massive that is going to blow your mind. I don't just like take a couple days off and go on a vacation. Like I'm actually really looking into numbers and metrics and stuff. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm playing with right here. So what I want to do now is, if it's okay with you, because I don't like to do these live streams at night because my family's usually upstairs and I'm taking time away from my family because I can't do these during the day right now because I spend all day preparing what I'm teaching you right now. So that's why I said my days are wild getting the stuff ready for you. So what I'm going to do is my wife's away right now, our oldest daughter took her to see her boyfriend's football game. And so they're not home right now. And my youngest daughter is making cake pops for her boyfriend for his birthday. So she's busy right now. So I know nobody's home right now doing anything. So I just want to kind of have some fun and hang out and I want to show you kind of start to finish without me walking through all the steps, like what it would actually look like from start to finish, how quick you could probably make something like this. Because we spent over almost going on 90 minutes now on how to do this. So if it's okay with you, for those of you that are still here with me live, just type in yes if you want to see me just from start to finish do a whole nother crazy avatar just for fun. And I don't even know if it's going to work out well or not, but we're just going to have fun with it and see. And it won't take long at all. But and you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. It doesn't matter if you want to see it or not. If you don't want to see it, you don't have to be here. You can go watch Netflix. But I'm going to do it because I want to. So I'm just getting some stuff prepared here on my screen, and then I'll share my screen. And the reason I asked that, would you want to see it, is because I was just curious how many of you would actually want to see it or not. So I'm just moving stuff out of my screen. I'm trying to get like a fresh, clean slate. So you can see the whole process from start to finish on what it would look like for you, where you should be eventually to be able to do this start to finish without having to take 90 minutes to figure this out. So keep in mind, I've only been able to do this for the last couple days. Like I am beginner 0001 on, like, I'm not a beginner 101 level. I'm like preschool level on being able to do this stuff. So I need to get better at doing this anyway. So and thanks, Mom, for still being here. I appreciate it. And thank you all for still hanging out. A lot of you that are still here from the beginning makes me feel good. So good. So I'm just going to pull up my little tutorial here, and then I'll share my screen. I'm just trying to find the tutorial and get my screens all ready. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Let me share my screen. Now, I'm not going to explain too much as I'm doing this. I'm just going to do it as if you're just literally sitting next to me and I'm just talking to you as I'm doing it. Okay. And yeah, I don't know if it's going to work. We're probably going to run into a lot of hiccups. And if it doesn't work, then I'm sorry, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, so we're going to create a new talking avatar. So I need to record a video. I need to place with good lighting. Check. I set up a phone or camera. I did that. Record a video talking with your hands. I did that. Open it up in your favorite editor and trim it so it has a clean start to finish timeline. Export to your computer. All right. So what was the video I created? I did this one right before we got started. Let's see. Ho, 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 ho. Who's ready for Christmas? Ho, 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 ho. Who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below. All right. That was super weird. All right. So that's what I recorded. Is a little fun thing to do. So we're just going to take that and put that in the CapCut. And I'm going to drag it down the timeline and take out all of that mess up that I had in the beginning. Get it right where I take a deep breath, like talking or ho-hoing, and then who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below. All right, so I got that. So I'm just going to now export that because that's the trimmed video. So I'm going to call that trimmed, and then get that into my desktop. So I'm just going to kind of keep track and show you all the videos as I got them. So keep an eye on all the files I have on my computer. So I have my trimmed video. Now I need to export that first frame of the video, which I got to jump back into the editor, go to the first frame, export the still. The first frame is a still image. So gotta go back to where my mouth is open like Santa Claus. And we're going to actually, you know what? I'm gonna try something else that I haven't. Because my hands aren't really moving. I'm going to do a test. I'm gonna do a still frame where I'm kind of smiling. My hands are out because then AI could see like all of my fingers and see if that makes a better video. So I'm going to actually export that still frame. I'm going to call that one still. Okay. So then we got that. So we have the trim video. We have the still image. So now what's next? We got to design our AI avatar. So I need to think who I want to become. Santa Claus. I want to open up Google Gemini 2.5 Flash. I got it right here. I want to make sure I've got the tools, create images, which is Google Nano Banana. Nano Banana. And then we want to upload that still image. So there's me, which this was that image that I just did the still of. We're going to tell it what we want to turn into. I'll say turn me into Santa Claus. Now, there's two things that there's something I want to try now that I'm thinking about it. I want to see if it does a good job, turn me into Santa Claus. If it does, I'll save that image. But I also want to have it try to turn me into Santa Claus as a Norman Rockwell painting. And I'm curious if it keeps my entire background, everything normal, but makes me a Norman Rockwell painting Santa Claus. So, all right, there's me as a Santa Claus outfit. God, what's the original? God, what are those old world? Mom, you're here. What's the name of the old world Santa Clauses that Uncle Lee used to like, that he always collected, and then that I even got into at one point? They're like the old statues where it's like, was it Father Christmas? I don't know, but let's go ahead and let me know, Mom, if you're paying attention. I'm going to just name this still Santa. So for those of you who want to see a more high res, so that's high res version of me is Santa in my office. And then now let's go ahead and try. I'm going to try I'm going to upload my still image again and say, turn me into a Norman Rockwell painting of Santa Claus, but leave the entire office and studio realistic as is. This is going to be interesting to see if it actually makes me kind of more of a painting, but then leaves everything else the same. This is where it may or may not work. I don't think it's going to work, but if it does, that opens up for all kinds of fun possibilities that we could possibly do. So it says generating image. And it actually made it look more like a realistic Santa Claus more than anything. Now, what's crazy is if Norman Rockwell was doing a painting of a Santa Claus back in the day when he was doing his paintings, it would honestly look like that Santa and not a mall Santa. So I actually like the version that he did. It looks very realistic. So I'm going to actually keep that one. And so I'm just gonna try one more thing, because again, this is too much fun right now. And I'm gonna actually use this video too, so I might as well have fun with it. Turn me into an old world. God, it's not Father Time. An old world. Someone in the chat should know this. The old world Santa Claus. If I type in old world Santa Claus names. Old Saint Nick. Would that just be it? Old Saint Nick. Turn me to old world. What about Saint Nick from, I don't know, old world Saint Nick. We'll just go with that. And then if it does, and if that's just doesn't really do what I want to do, that's okay, because this one would be perfectly fine like that. Now, what's interesting is it's my hand is covering the screen in the background. This is stuff I'm going to pay attention to. My hand is covering the screen in the background that says create talking AI avatar. So when it animates this video, I'm curious if it's going to screw that screen up because my hand is actually in the way blocking it. That's where we're going to see, oh, this is definitely the old world Santa Claus. That's insane. Yeah, so anyway, that's what I'm not going to, he's got staff and everything. No, I'm going to stick with that was it though. So we were definitely all in the same boat there. Okay. And was Father Christmas, not my religion. Yeah. Santa's not everyone's religion, but we're just going to go with it. Okay. So we downloaded that. So now we didn't need to animate it. So if you got to remember here, I got to go to Runway ML, check, open, go to generate video, check, tap on the Act 2 button, check, upload the video from the step 1 performance. So this is my trimmed video. Check. Tap the button, and then I need to upload the AI avatar, which is Santa Claus. So this is where it may or may not detect the face. So let's go ahead and try. It should, but with the big white beard, it might. Oh, it did. If it didn't detect the face, it would say no face detected, and you would have to go with a completely new character. And I've learned that from trial and error preparing for this live stream. So that's something to keep in mind. And then now we're going to tap generate character. So we're going to hit generate character. And then something that I am curious about, because I have told, so you can see it's generating 0%. I told you to not change the facial expressiveness from 3. Just leave it as is. But I'm wondering what happens if you make it 1 and what happens if you make it 5. So let's go ahead. I'm just curious. So let me spend my video credits to find out. So I'm just going to make it 1 and hit generate character. So it's creating a facial expressiveness of 1. And let's go ahead and make it 5 and generate that character. So now I'm generating 3 videos. I'm generating a facial expressiveness of 3, a facial expressiveness of 0, or what was it? 0 or 1? 1, and then a facial expressiveness of 5. And then we're going to figure out which one of these is going to be the best one. Now, I'm not going to render all of them to 4K because that takes credits too. We will watch the low resolution version and just kind of all decide together what's best. 1, 3, or 5. So they're all moving along pretty quickly. So we're going to have it done here shortly. Why that's going on, we know when we pick the right one, we're going to tap the button up, scale to 4K, wait for the 4K version to generate, and we're going to download the 4K version. Chris Kringle, that's another, yep, that was another name for sure. So you could even say the Santa Claus from the movie Santa Claus with Tim Allen, and it would actually put that Santa Claus in your scene. Sorry, I'm still getting over being sick. Storybox Maker says, can you use these characters in background but upload different text script for a new video? Yeah, you totally can. So that, if you go watch the video, the live stream I did, my previous live stream about making money with AI avatars on my YouTube channel, I show you how to do that, where you don't have to do and read the whole thing and act it out. You would just type a description. So watch the live stream I did last time, the last live stream on my channel, and then you'll see it. Okay, so we have facial expressiveness of 3. We have 1 coming, and we have 5 coming. So let me download this first one, and we're going to call this one. And this is good. This is something good for all of us to know right now. So we're not wasting our time and credits on Runway. Okay, so I got 1. I'm sorry. It's facial expressiveness of 3. And this is facial expressiveness of 1. So I'll move that one down to here. And then this is facial oh my God, of 5. The mouth looks like it's a horror movie. So, okay, so we're going to change that to 5. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the default one that I mentioned. Now, this is low quality because I have not upscaled to 4K yet, but let's watch this is what facial expressiveness 3 looks like. Who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below. All right, his mouth is massive, and it's actually kind of terrifying. So let's go ahead and watch facial expressiveness of 1. Who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below. That was actually pretty good. I think facial expressiveness maybe of 2 would be ideal. 3 is a little extreme. Like, his mouth was creeping me out when he was talking. Like, no one's mouth is that big. But that's also depending on your use case of what you're going to use this for. If you're going to use this for like shock and awe on social media, this could be probably pretty good. Now, facial expressiveness of 5 is going to be probably things that nightmares are made out of. So let's go ahead and hit play on this. Who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below. Way too unrealistic. So I would not recommend a 5 on using AI facial expressiveness with Runway. 3 is the default. 1 was the mouth just didn't move very much at all. So honestly, I would say a 2. Now I'm not going to spend time making a 2, but I'm just going to generate the 3 to a 4K. So I'm generating a third one. So this is like the facial expressiveness of 3 at 4K. And then once this upscale is done, and for those of you who don't know like what upscaling means, it is when you download a video of like low quality, it is like 1080p is HD. It's like, I think 1080p is 1920 by 1280. Below that is 1280 by 720. 4K is super high. And that's what we're getting right now. I have a bottle of water here too. I should have been drinking water for a while. Hey, 1 second. And I have stuff like all around. I'm afraid to knock something over on my screen here, or on my desk here. Okay, so we got 4K. So I'm going to download the 4K, and we're going to name this one Santa. Oh, I already have something. What did I name Santa already? No, say Santa video. All right. So now we are going to extract the voice. So I need to go back to my favorite video editor, import my Santa video, drag it to the timeline, bump up the gain, export the wave. So we're going to go back to the editor. We're just going to do new project. And we're going to drag Santa in, drag it to the timeline, bump up the gain a little bit. I want to make sure it doesn't clip, so I want to listen to it. Who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below. All right. What's great is I could just leave it like that and people just think I'm in a Santa costume in my office, but we're not going to do that. Actually, they wouldn't think that because that guy is much older than I am, but we are going to just say Santa for the wave file. All right. So now we're going to design our AI avatar voice. We're going to open up ElevenLabs, tap on voice changer, upload the wave file, tap on the voice settings in the panel on the right, see if I can find a Santa voice. If I can't, I need to design one. If I do, I need to add it to my voices, tap on generate speech, tweak the stability, similarity, and style, and download that new AI avatar voice to my computer. No problem. So let's go ahead and go to ElevenLabs. We're going to on voice changer. We're dragging the file in there, this original Santa file. We're going to search the voices and see, is there a Santa Claus? And there is a Santa Claus, which makes our life a lot easier. So let's go ahead and hit play on a couple of these and pick one together.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas to all.
Ah, you found me. Well, what a journey we're about to embark upon.
Oh, the Santa Claus voice is available year-round.
Apenas confie em si.
Ah, you found me.
I kind of like the creepy magic storyteller Santa Claus. So I'm going to add that one to the voices. And it's not going to sound exactly like that. It's just, but it'll sound similar. So I'm waiting for it to add to my voices. Waiting a little longer. And okay, it's added. It's selected. I'm going to hit generate speech.
Who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below.
Okay, that did not sound like the original one. So I'm going to make the style exaggeration, play around with it a little bit. Let's exaggerate the heck out of this. Make the similarity low, the voice a little more variable. So I'm really playing around with the settings of this, and we're going to see what it sounds like.
Who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below.
Yeah, doesn't sound great. So I could go back to the reset values, and then I do like this. You're not supposed to take the style exaggeration over 50%. So let's take it to 100 and see what happens. I've never done this before. It's going to be probably really bad.
Who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below.
Okay, when it did that, it actually it clipped it a lot. So we're just going to take the style exaggeration back.
Who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below.
All right, it's good enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and say Santa official. And then now we are going to create the final talking video. To do that, we have to go back to the favorite video editor, drag and drop the new WAV file, move it into under the video track, drag to the beginning of the timeline, mute the original video track, bump up the gain a touch so your new WAV is the audio track, press play to make sure it all matches up, export your final talking avatar, and upload to your favorite social media platform and enjoy. So let's do that. So I'm going to pull in the WAV file, move it to the beginning. I'm going to mute the original track. I'm going to bump this one up a touch. I'm going to listen to it to make sure it sounds.
Who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below.
And that was it. So I'm going to also clip the end a little because I don't want to end on a black screen on social media. So I got that. So I'm just going to go ahead and export it. Make sure I export the video. We're going to say Santa final. And then I'm just going to export that. And then in about 10 seconds, we will have our final AI avatar video. And that was with me playing around with all the settings, testing things out, and realizing what we should and should not do. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. There's one thing that I should have showed you in CapCut that I didn't. I'll show you real quick. So this is the original one. But if a lot of you know, on social media, people usually make more long portrait style videos, not landscape videos, because it shows up in Reels better, shows up in YouTube Shorts, it shows up in TikTok and all that. Not these big videos like this. But let's go ahead and see how this turned out real
quick. Who is ready for Christmas? Leave a comment below.
All right. So then now what we could do is I can export it again. I'm going to say social. You don't have to adjust the settings at all with the video to have it be perfectly aligned for social media. You can leave it like it is right now, it's 16:9, and then hit export. When it's done, it's generating a TikTok version. So it just generated a TikTok version right here. And you can then say the video saved to the desktop, but if you connect your TikTok account, it will actually upload the TikTok version directly to your TikTok or your YouTube. If you want to download the TikTok size, you can download the original or you can download the TikTok. So let's say you want to download the TikTok. Actually, where is it? It should just say, oh, it's trying to share it onto my TikTok. I do not want that. So let's see if it looks like you can't download it as a TikTok. It only wants you to share it as a TikTok. That's interesting. And because I've actually never saved just the TikTok version or export the TikTok version. The reason why it probably wants to do that is because CapCut is actually owned by TikTok, or the same company, as both of them. So that's something to look at there. It looks like my video just crapped out because check this out. When I go to my full screen, it says no signal. That's because my camera actually just overheated. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. It looks like we have came to the end here. So I guess that's it. I'm going to go ahead and just thank you all for being here. Since my video crapped out on me, I don't have a backup video camera. So all you can do is hear me and see my screen. But yeah, we're coming up on about 2 hours anyway. So if you can, all just let me know in the chat on a 1 to 10 scale, what did you think of this live stream? Knowing that this is the longest one I've done, so much so my camera shut off. I would like to know just before we leave, because that would be very helpful for me. And then I'll just show you a couple other fun things. I was creating all these while I'm waiting for your comments to come in. Here, when I was learning and going through all the steps myself to get this output that we just got right now, let me just show you the ones that I came up with that weren't nowhere near as good as what we just came up with. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck, If you want to turn yourself into an AI character, just leave a comment below. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to turn yourself into an AI character, just leave a comment below. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to turn yourself into an AI character, just leave a comment below. Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to turn yourself into an AI character, just leave a comment below.
Hi there, I'm Chris Luck. If you want to create an AI avatar like this, just leave a comment below.
So as you can tell, they came a long way from this morning to now. I've gotten better just by learning how to just walk things step by step, what you need to do. So let me take a look at the chat. And again, sorry that my camera completely crapped out on me, but it looks like we got a 10 from Mike, 10 from Dan, 10 from Jenny Luck, which is my mom and dad. Hopefully dad didn't fall asleep yet and you're all watching this together. Wayne is a 10, David's a 10, Wade's a 10. It was great. Last in, thanks for having me. You're very welcome. Thank you for the 10.97564 cool bonuses. Jessica, probably 10, but you just got here. I can't wait for you to watch the recording because I feel like this is by far one of the most interactive and fun live streams that I've had. And nobody even got to tell me where's Waldo is in my office today. And you can't even find out because my camera died. So guess where Waldo is? No idea because I don't have any signal. but maybe next time. Jessica was always the first one to find it. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Elaine. And thank you, Storybox Maker. And thank you all for taking the time to be here as long as you have. If you're watching the recording of this, thank you for watching the recording. And if you want access to what you just saw with this actual interactive to-do list that I put together, all you got to do is you go to AIville.com, you click on tutorials. The one you see here says Talking AI Avatars. You click on that. It'll take you into the exact step-by-step guide that I followed. And I will even take this video and embed it at the very top of this tomorrow. So the video is here actually with the steps below the video. And inside of AIville, you also get access to all of our AI tools. So if you want to actually use Nano Banana and Gemini and all that actually within AIville, you can. If you want access to our blueprints, you got those. If you want access to our challenges, you got that. If you want access to our characters, we have all of our characters. It'll actually help you with everything. And we have over like 150 communities inside of AIville for you too. So everything you need for all of your AI needs to actually learn how to use AI, including myself, is all here for you and all of our characters. So thanks for everything, and keep an eye on my YouTube channel. Subscribe, turn on notifications if you haven't done so already, so you actually know when the next time I'll go live is, and we'll see what we're going to learn how to do next. I'll talk to you soon. Good night.